So I created this ladder, and you'll notice that it's not all neon. I found that if it's all neon, then it looks kind of weird. So I set the sides to be neon, and then the ladder portions to be, plastic. Okay. So you might want to do the same thing, and I set this to be plastic as well. What you'll notice as you build this is you'll have a ton of parts here in your Explorer. Okay, and you maybe don't want to have all these parts, kind of taking up all your room. So what you can do to fix that is click on the topmost part of the ladder, and then click on the bottommost part of the ladder, holding down Shift. That'll select all of these parts. We can right click, and we could say group. Okay. And so when we group, it turns into like one model. It's basically like a folder. Right? And then you can click and you can rename this, and I could say left ladder. Right? And we can take this and we could duplicate it, and we can make a right ladder. Right? So before I do that, I'm going to take off the collisions of the ladder right here, and I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to get my move tool, and I'm going to move it right over here. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Put one over there and one over here. Yeah, so I guess that looks pretty good. Okay, so now we have our two ladders. I got a left ladder and I got a right ladder. Okay, so from here, what I did is create a couple of platforms, and so we go over here to parts or model, parts, block. I'm gonna bring it over here. I'm going to scale him with my collisions on from one end of the ladder to the other end of the ladder. Okay. And then I'm going to move him, or I'm sorry, let me just continue scaling him to be right about here. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be a little platform there. Maybe it's a little bit too thick, so I'm going to scale him to be, I'm going to scale him to be thinner. And now I'm going to duplicate him a couple times, so that I can get the type of structure that I want. Okay. So what I can do is duplicate, move, rotate. Whoa, not that way. Rotate on the blue axis this way. Move him into the right location, which is right about there. And then I'm going to, turn off collisions. And I'm going to continue duplicating him. And the player is going to have to jump from part to part. So once I got a couple of them, I can go ahead and highlight those three parts, and I could duplicate those three and pull them on out. And then I could do that again as many times as I would like. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and put little parts in between. So I'm going to take this guy, duplicate him, move him into the right location, and maybe I could just extend that part. So let me just grab this guy and go to scale and scale him all the way across. Okay. Right, so the whole point of this is that if he falls, he won't be able to get to the next part. He's going to have to fall down and then climb back up, right? Okay, so that's that. And I'm not sure about the spacing here. It might be a little bit too far or too close, but we'll find out when we test in-game. And then the next part is I want all of this to be lava. okay, on the floor. So if he touches it, then he is going to oof. Okay, so let me grab that piece. I'll duplicate him. I'll move him into the right location. Stretch him out. Scale him. Whoa. Okay, scale him to be the right size. Then I'm gonna pull him out quite a bit. Okay. I'm not sure exactly how far I need him, so for now I'm gonna leave him like that. And this part here is actually in level 1.3, so I'm gonna go and pull him and put him in the level 1.5 folder. And I think all of these parts as well are in they're out here in workspace, so I'm going to highlight all of those, and I'm going to drag all of those also into folder level 1.5. Okay, so there we go. And let me go ahead and set the color for all of these guys as well. So let's go to brick color, and let's do cool yellow. Yeah, let's just do cool yellow and leave them like that, right? It leaves a nice contrast between the ladder and this portion here. So let's think that's enough for this video, and yeah, once we have that built, then we could talk about the tightrope next.